guess, how are the girls travelling physically? Obviously, it's a very short turnaround between the derby and then the Raw game. Are you going to have to rest any players or potentially bench players for reasons other than tactical?
No, I think everyone's fine. So and they just want to play. They want to play. I think if we had a game the next day, they would all want to play. So they enjoyed their Christmas and they've came back in excellent condition and in good spirits. So everyone's happy and really looking forward to tomorrow's game, which we know will be a tough game.
Well, I mean, it's probably pretty easy to be happy heading into Christmas when not only is it Christmas time, but you're out front, top of the league, 3 points clear, more wins than anybody else. Is it, are you feeling amongst yourselves right now there's a real buoyancy about the place, about how the season's going?
Look, I think we've sort of felt that throughout the whole season. Not just, it does always increase after, a good win, derby. It was a fantastic afternoon, with the men's derby as well. So it was a great game, not just for the two Melbourne teams, but I think for Australian football, for the women's landscape and for the men's landscape. It was just a great afternoon and evening. So, for us to walk away as the winners of that game and a very dominant performance, we probably didn't reflect our dominance on the scoreboard, but we're starting to put it together. It's starting to happen now where we're dominating games for larger periods, and now it's just that final part is putting the ball in the back of the net, which is the most important thing in football.
Well, also on that front, you also had, it was a clean sheet against the Victory, and you talked after that game about how because of the way you play, you leave yourself open, but because you dominated this one so well, you didn't have those openings. Is that what you think we'll see from now on with your side, or more often than not with your side, that there will be a dominance of games with the ball, that defensively you'll be a lot more sounder simply because the opposition won't get it in places where they can hurt you?
Yeah, look, we can't take away from the rest of the league. There are quality teams, quality players, so it's going to happen that we're going to give away chances, and we gave away some chances from our wrongdoings as well against Victory, where they could have scored, and similar on the other side of the pitch where we should have scored a lot more goals as well. So we're cleaning things up, and we're learning how teams adapt to us, and many of them have decided to drop off and wait for those transitional moments. So then we just need to be sometimes a little bit smarter and how we conduct our play and how much risk we play to that, and that we organise those moments. And I think against Victory, we took big steps in that. We controlled that. They still had opportunities to score, and that's just the quality of their players and their squad, that they will create chances. But I thought overall we improved a lot, and for us it's just about improving each week. And I still think there's still a lot of improvement left in our game, and much further that we can take it and continue to dominate and now start to put away chances as well.
Looking at your past month, it's been a very difficult schedule for you on the side. You've had to play Sydney, Perth Glory, and then Victory. And I know the coaching answer is that it's important to win every game, but looking at the fixture you've got coming up ahead, you've got three teams, Raw, Adelaide and Western Sydney, who are out of the top six. Is this really important time to be taking 9 points from 9 and really beginning to try to create separation from yourself and the rest of the league?
Look, from the start, as I've said, I've never really looked at it like that. Every week it's the exact same. So at the start of the season, you would have asked me and I would have said the aim is 22 from 22. Now we win every single game, and then on any given weekend or any given match day, things can happen that like against Victory could have somehow ended as a draw as well. We had the chances, and then Beattie has a great chance at the end. Thankfully, volleys the ball over, and we could have went in for a draw there, even though we deserved it. So, in terms of how we go out and how we approach a game, it's we look to win. So we want to play to win. We try to dominate, try to score as many goals as possible, try not to concede any goals, and that doesn't change. So it doesn't matter who we're playing against, whether it's like as you said, a tougher schedule, maybe. I don't want to use the word weaker schedule, where it's maybe teams that are outside that six, but when we come to town or when teams come to us, we know we've got a target on our back, especially being the league leaders at the moment. So no games are tough, and I don't think there's any weak teams in this league. Everyone has shown they're capable of beating everyone. And if you don't turn up and be ready on that day, it'll be a very, very tough day, and the chances of walking away with the 3 points become much, much harder as well.
And yesterday we saw the closure of the A-League women transfer window. We saw the Knicks announce a signing today. Do you have any announcements planned for today or the next couple of days with any players that you were able to lock in before that window closed?
No announcements from us. So our media department will have a quiet Christmas from us.
So you feel now, I guess, that the window has closed and you're going to have to, make it one, even if you don't feel it is right now. Do you feel you've got a championship-winning quality squad down there in Casey Fields?
Look, I think so. I think if we look back to these 9 games, I think we do. We've played very, very well. We're top of the league. We lost Holly early into the season, only 4 or 5 rounds in, which was a big blow. But I think we've been able to adapt, and we're still creating, so many chances, and it's going to continue to evolve. We've still got more steps that we want to take and more things we want to, develop into our game, and the girls are just taking in all the information. They're able to apply it on the weekend, and I think, we had a much more complete performance against Melbourne, and now we're just looking to, take that even further against Brisbane, and then going further into the season that we continue to improve, and we get a better understanding now of how teams adapt to us. We're close to playing everyone now for the first time, so then it'll give us a better outlook on how they approach us, and how we can then get more reward against those certain ways that teams play against us.
And Brisbane, what have you made of them this season?
Look, with the coaching change, so they've gone a little bit more possession based. I thought they played very well against Sydney. They caused them problems. So a little bit more direct, but they still want to have the ball, so they counter press. So we're expecting a good tussle tomorrow, tough game, and they'll be definitely up for it. Every team that comes, as I said before, we've got a target on our back. We're the league leaders, and so we're looking forward to the challenge.